everyone, what's up and welcome back to another video on Mana Sports Talk. So in this video it's another talking about the NFL. We're going to be talking about the 2020 to 2021 schedule for the NFL, which was just released a couple of days ago. And we're going to be talking about, the top games that are going to be taking place in the upcoming NFL season and the ones everyone should definitely watch. I'm going to be listing them, probably going to be about top 10 games, but I'll be including a couple of other games here and there that should be really interesting and really entertaining for us to watch. So I'm just going to be talking about these excellent matchups that the NFL has chosen for the upcoming season, and let's do it. So now for the first matchup, we're going to be talking about the Dolphins taking on the Bengals. Now some of you may be thinking like, what the heck, these two teams suck so bad, they're completely trash, why would this be such a good game to watch? Well, if you saw the NFL draft, then you should know why this might be, pretty fun to watch and pretty interesting, because both of these teams selected new quarterbacks, new players to lead the team, their new identity, I guess you could say, their new leaders, and we got two new quarterbacks going head to head in this case. And it's Joe Burrow versus Tua Tagovailoa, which in this case was a great, but a great matchup in college as well, with Alabama taking on LSU. We saw a couple of really good games between these two quarterbacks, and hopefully we can get somewhat of the similar in the NFL between the Dolphins and the Bengals. This is going to be in Week 13, and will be at 12 o'clock on CBS. So, the early window. In Week 13, you got Tua taking on Joe Burrow. So you never know. This might be actually a pretty nice matchup to see. And that's number 8 on the list. So just to give you guys a quick heads up, now I'm going 8 to 1. So I have the top 8 games, but these are the games that are like new matchups. These are not revenge games from last year. Matchups that we had last year that we really want to see. These are matchups that are new, that did not take place last year, and just are new things that we want to see, something different and other than last year. And I'll be going over the revenge games as well, and those will be a different order. And at the very end of the video, I'll have the complete order at the end of all of these games. Hopefully you kind of understood what I'm talking about. If not, you'll see that, but okay. So that's number 8, Dolphins versus Bengals. Now number 7, we have the Titans taking on the Packers. Now, this I think might be pretty interesting. It's not really much on everybody's radar, but I think it should, Both teams, lost in their respective championship rounds, with the Titans losing to the Chiefs and the Packers losing to the 49ers. But both these teams really accomplished from last year. We saw the Packers go 13-3. We saw the Titans, squeak in with a 9-7, but the underdogs, they went up, they beat the Ravens, they beat the Patriots, pretty impressive run there by the Titans, and now you get to see these two teams going head to head on Sunday Night Football in Week 16, so, this might have a really, important, this might be a really important game for both teams who want to get into the playoffs or seeding-wise, and, yeah, it's going to be great on Sunday Night Football in Week 16. Now, for the number 6 spot, we have the Cowboys versus 49ers. Now, this game is definitely going to be pretty awesome, two high-profile teams, both teams winning 5 Super Bowls, This is a big-time rivalry, big-time Cowboys-49ers, Back in the day, the 90s, we had Steve Young and Troy Aikman going head-to-head, With Michael Irving, Jerry Rice, Emmitt Smith, tons of guys, Ronnie Lott, all these legends. And overall, this rivalry has had 18 Cowboys wins and 17 49ers wins, including one tie. So pretty close head-to-head between both the Cowboys and the 49ers. Now, this game I think has potential to be really good, especially if the Cowboys can actually play up to their potential. We saw last year how the Cowboys have never played up to their true potential that they have as a team. Their team is really excellent, but they never really played up to that potential. Partly was that due to coaching, I believe, because I know their players are pretty good. And this definitely has potential if the Cowboys can, play to their potential with their new coaches. You have Mike McCarthy, you have Mike Nolan, a bunch of new guys they added. So it's going to be pretty awesome to see. We got Dak Prescott and Jimmy G going head to head, And we have two great running attacks, obviously Ezekiel Elliott. And then we have Raheem Mostert and that 49ers ground game. So it's going to be really entertaining there in Jerry World on Sunday Night Football. So pretty much the top you can get Sunday Night Football at Jerry World and AT&T Stadium. So yeah, pretty high profile. Now for number 5, you have the Packers taking on the Bucks. Now a lot of these games are going to feature the Bucks or the Saints because both these team schedules are completely filled with some really great entertaining games and some really top teams. So you can see lots of Saints matchups that are going to be really entertaining. Lots of Bucks matchups that are going to be really entertaining. We all know why the Bucks are being featured in a lot of these, all because of Tom Brady, the arguable GOAT. So pretty much they want to see what Tom Brady can do. I want to see what Tom Brady can do at age, 43. Hell yeah, he must be 43. Somewhere around there. I want to see what he can do at age 43 with all the weapons that he has, including Gronkowski, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. Yeah, just kind of crazy. So we have Packers taking on the Bucks, Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady. Last time these two went head to head, we saw Aaron Rodgers go against the Patriots at New England, with Brady beating them 31-17. We have the Patriots beating the Packers 31-17. We had Aaron Rodgers throw for 259 yards and 2 touchdowns. This game took place in the 2018 season, so 2 years ago. We have Brady going for 294 and 1 touchdown, but they had 3 rushing touchdowns from the running backs, so the Patriots it was a close game. It was 17-17, but then the Patriots, just went ahead and all that, as they typically would. Now, this is going to be really entertaining, both Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. I think they've only gone head-to-head 2 times. Aaron Rodgers won the first one, and then Tom Brady won the second. So that's how it was. And now this could be a tiebreaker to decide. We all know Tom Brady is probably better than, not probably, we all know Tom Brady is better than Aaron Rodgers, as in Super Bowl wins and all that. But just saying, this is going to be pretty good. It's going to be a great game between A-Rod, Tom Brady. Tom Brady, again, has more weapons than Aaron Rodgers. I don't know when they're going to give Aaron Rodgers weapons, but they have them. And this game is going to be in Week 6, 3:25 on Fox. So, you're going to see Joe Buck being commentator on this. Might be fun. So, now for the 4th matchup, we have another Packers game. We have Saints versus Packers. You see, a lot of these games are featuring top quarterbacks. Some of the greatest quarterbacks and, the legends that we have currently. Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, and Tom Brady. These are the 3 best quarterbacks we have in the game, Guess you could consider them the oldies of the league, a bit on the older side, but they're the great quarterbacks. Now, Saints Packers, this will be a Sunday Night Football game in Week 3, so pretty early in the season, we're going to see Drew Brees and Aaron Rodgers go head to head, and who doesn't want to see that, Now, the last time these two played, it's been quite a while, I would say, so it's going to be fun to see how these two go head to head. But obviously, Aaron Rodgers not having enough weapons compared to Drew Brees and Tom Brady, so I don't know. But the ground game for the Packers is going to be really key, and hopefully it's going to be a good show, I think. Seeing these elite quarterbacks go head to head, who doesn't want to see that? Come on now. And now for the 3rd spot, we have the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, it's another great quarterback matchup. We have Patrick Mahomes, a Super Bowl MVP and a former NFL MVP, taking on Tom Brady, the GOAT. Arguably the GOAT, okay? Just enough. Now, Chiefs versus Bucks. This is going to be epic. We saw Tom Brady versus Patrick Mahomes matchups have been so great. We saw the AFC Championship game, where all that happened. A kind of controversial game. Could have gone either way. Both sides had pretty bad calls. And then, of course, Tom Brady wins in overtime, like he always is. He always wins the coin toss for some reason. And yeah. Now, there's a really close matchup, between Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady. we had Brady win the first two. You know, that 43-40 shootout, 2 years ago was really epic. That AFC Championship was epic. And that game last year was epic. We had a bad call, but, they've been bad calls. That's just how it is. And we had one finally go against the Patriots. No offense to the Patriots, but yeah. I bet this is going to be really epic. Both quarterbacks have tons of weapons. This could be a really high-scoring game. This is going to be in Week 12 and will be at 3:25 on Fox. So it's going to be pretty nice to see that. Now, for the second one, this is a rivalry, an NFC South rivalry. We have the Bucs taking on the Saints. This is a deep rivalry. Both these teams do not really like each other. And the first matchup between these two teams is coming in Week 1. So straight away, we're getting Bucs versus Saints Week 1. We're getting Tom Brady versus Drew Brees Week 1. Who doesn't want to see that? I mean, this will be 3:25 on Fox, right? I bet this is going to be must-see TV. We want to see what Tom Brady's going to do as the new Bucs quarterback with all his new weapons. And then, obviously, Drew Brees at home in the Superdome with all his guys, Can't wait to see this matchup. The last time Brady and Brees went head-to-head was in the 17-18 season, where Brady had a really, really good game. He threw for 447 yards and 3 touchdowns, and they beat the Saints 36-20 in New Orleans, but this was the Saints defense when they were horrible, like really bad. So obviously Brady was going to ball out. Now, we have Drew Brees, who also had a pretty good game, 356 yards and 2 touchdowns. And we all know what happened. That season, the Saints lost to the Minneapolis Miracle. Okay, that's what happened. So yeah. And Brady lost in the Super Bowl to the Philadelphia Eagles. That's what happened that season anyway. But can't wait for these two to, go head-to-head, completely destroy the other people's defenses, completely shred them, and I think should be a really high-scoring game. And then we have another matchup between these guys in Week 9, And this one's on Sunday Night Football, so it's going to be even more epic. Sunday Night Football is all that prime time, so I can't wait for the Bucs versus, and this is definitely one of the matchups I've been waiting for, for the 2020-21 season. And that's number 2, Bucs versus Saints. Now, the best game of the 2020-2021 NFL regular season schedule, this is going to be epic. It's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the New Orleans Saints in New Orleans. Now, this game is what many thought should have been a Super Bowl matchup last year and the year before. And yeah, we totally understand, The Chiefs, kind of got a bit unlucky in that AFC Championship game 2 years ago against Tom Brady. And then the Saints, extremely unlucky to lose to the Rams in that NFC Championship game. That big no-call pass interference cost them, and that should have been the Super Bowl for many. And then last year, the Chiefs made it to the Super Bowl, and then the Saints, they shockingly lost in the first round to the Minnesota Vikings, Really surprising, sad loss there for the Saints, I feel really sad for the Saints. They've had many shots, to go to the Super Bowl. They just haven't finished it. And this might be a Super Bowl preview, and it might be really amazing to watch. I expect a high-scoring game. We have Patrick Mahomes with that outstanding offense of Drew Brees with his squad, and whichever defense plays the best is going to win this game. I can't wait to see this game. This is Week 15. This might be really important for playoff positioning, and it will be on 3:25 on CBS. So it's the second window, and it should be, one of the most watched games of the season. Can't wait. And this will be right before Christmas, 20th of December, really close to Christmas. Consider it a Christmas gift. Now, the revenge games. So we have a couple of revenge games here. Now, for the fourth one, we have the Packers taking on the 49ers. This will be on Thursday Night Football, Week 9. And we all know what happened. Raheem Mostert ran all over the Packers. The 49ers just have completely destroyed the Packers both times last year. And we'll see if things will be different this time. Now for the third spot, we have the Titans taking on the Ravens. Another playoff rematch, AFC divisional round, where the Titans kicked the Ravens' butts, 28-12. One of the most shocking upsets of the entire year. This will be in week 11 at 12 o'clock on CBS, and hopefully we get another outstanding game. And hopefully for Ravens fans, the Ravens can find a way to actually beat the Titans, considering they're supposed to be a better team. But the Titans, they come in and they run the ball with Derrick Henry, and that's what they do. And they usually win a lot with Derrick Henry, so really interesting game to see if the Ravens can fix their weakness from last year, which was the run defense. Now, for the number 2 matchup of the revenge games, we have the 49ers taking on the Saints. This is going to be week 10, 3:25 on Fox. We all know from last year that was the game of the year, 49ers versus Saints. That 48-46 game shootout in the Dome in New Orleans, where the 49ers squeaked by with that George Kittle epic play, where he basically just went all beast mode on everybody and bringing the 49ers into field goal range. Hopefully we get something similar, as that was the game of the year last year. Now, for the number 1 revenge game of the 2020-2021 season, we have the Ravens taking on the Chiefs. Week 3, and this is going to be a Monday Night Football game. So, got the prime time on ESPN, and Ravens versus Chiefs. Who do we want? Lamar Jackson or Patrick Mahomes going head-to-head with their squads? 2 MVPs, probably one of the 2 best young quarterbacks out there. Going to be the future of the NFL. Can't wait for this. Lamar Jackson's moves, outstanding. Patrick Mahomes' playmakers, outstanding. Amazing game, just like last year, hopefully. And I also want to mention the opening night game. We have it on September 10th. This is the opening night of this NFL season. If it goes as planned, because we all know the coronavirus is hitting us. So hopefully the NFL, can have the schedule as it is normally, and hopefully nothing really changes. But it might be empty stadiums, that's kind of the sad part. But, what can we do? But we have the Houston Texans taking on the Kansas City Chiefs in a rematch of last year's AFC Divisional Playoff, where the Chiefs kind of destroyed the Texans 51-31. Now we all know the Texans jumped out to a 24-0 lead, and then they lost it in a single quarter, and pretty embarrassing. And Bill O'Brien should have been fired at that moment, because he was an idiot for doing that fake punt, I kind of get that fake punt, but seriously. And then he didn't even go for it on 4th and 1, so anyway. But we have a rematch of this game, 7:20 on NBC, the opening night of the NFL. Can't wait for that. So, those are all the games, Now for the total order, I'm going to be listing them on the screen right now, so you guys can go ahead and check that out. Now, so once you guys saw the order, hopefully you liked the order. If you have any comments on that, you can go ahead and comment in the comment section what you thought of it. Now, obviously, I have the Chiefs and Saints as the best game of the 2020-21 season, with the Bucks versus Saints coming in next. So those are the top 2 games you guys should definitely see. Ravens versus Chiefs going to be the best revenge game to watch. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video.